Did you expect it to be that close?
We knew Holland was really tough, played hard. We've seen them, we've played against them in the summer. We expected nothing different than what we got tonight. We played well early, and then we played a little nervous late. I think they got hot late, and that equaled a really close game in the end.
20-11 at halftime. What were you telling the girls at halftime to try to make them know that the game wasn't over yet?
Well, we've had a bend don't break attitude. Stops not steals is what our mantra is, and we went in halftime, said the same kind of thing. We knew they were going to come all out and try to do their very best in the second half. We knew they weren't going to quit and they weren't going to lay down. So the message was just clear: stick to the game plan, box out, try to control their dribbles. We did that, but they hit a couple big threes, which made it really close, and then we turned the ball over in the pressure.
I missed a lot of free throws in the third quarter. How big was it to start making those in the fourth when it mattered most?
Absolutely huge. If we didn't finish in the fourth, that game was over. It was tough to miss some of those in the third. I think we got a little nervous, but when the counter at the end came down.
Sydney, huge from start to finish. Not just scoring, but rebounds, assists, steals. What's she mean to this team?
She's our muscle. She's hard. Proud of her as a senior to step up and really lead this team the way she has. I thought tonight she was a great leader, not just a great basketball player, and that's what this team needs.
It seemed like you guys had 8 or 10 other players who made 1 or 2 or 3 plays here and there. Is that how a team gets a number 1 seed, goes 17-1, and is making those plays?
Well, we certainly rely on a lot of girls. We play a lot of girls throughout the regular season, and tonight our bench is a little shorter. We rotated a little differently than we typically do, but it's hard to get that first game in the tournament, and we wanted it.
You guys had a long layoff. Poland had that prelim. Do you think that had anything to do with how the game went? Sometimes, the girls came out kind of slow, it seemed like.
I'm not sure the layoff played a role as much as just the pressure. We're a young team with a little bit of experience, but coming into a tournament like this and you step into a number 1 seed, you don't see any of these teams in your regular season. The pressure's pretty tough on high school kids. We talked a lot about pressure on both sides, what kids were going to be able to deal with it, and they're all just high school kids playing a game they love. So I feel like not as much the layoff, but more just the hype of the game that kind of got us off to a slow start.
This is a good wake-up call for the girls for the next round?
Well, we know for sure that the teams on the left are all really, really good. So we're proud of our program to be in that group, and we're going to do everything we can.